Howdy. Now that we know how the general flow of the GUI works, as well as the sub-VIs, we can create another node. The main additions here will be done to the node case. So the first thing that needs to be done is add a new case for the next node. And we're simply going to right-click on the node case structure and add a case after. This should go to just the next number, but you can always highlight this number and change it to whatever number you'd like. Now the next task will simply be to copy this sequence. This can be done a number of ways. It can be controlled copied. There are a few things that can happen whenever you do this though. As you can see, some sensor data have been duplicated for variables, as well as some node IDs with basically all these variables being copied. So you don't really want that to happen, because this will happen. So I'm just simply undo that. And undo the move. So the easier way to avoid all this is to simply hold on to it and control and drag to create a new one. As you can see, a lot simpler. There's no duplications created. And now you can simply drag this back. And a new node has been created. As you can see, several of the things have updated very seamlessly. The motion reading has simply just added a 4 to everything, and everything has turned out very simply. A few things that have not copied as seamlessly. Node 3 on will simply have to be turned to node 4 and this erased, as well as this number here changed to a 4. Aside from that, everything else is a pretty seamless transition with everything updating correctly. So that has created all of the new sensors. Another thing that has to be done is added a stop condition for that Boolean light that we now have, known as node 4. Alright. And basically all of the other data is fine. It simply just accounts for it already. But on the front panel, we'll have a few added bonuses that we don't really want to see. So these are simply the indicators that were spawned with the rest of all the 4 readings, as well as the rest of the sensors, which have all spawned right here. So we're simply going to take these and move them to align them with the node above it. And this background here you can simply copy and paste. And also align. And you can send this to the back, like that. And now we have a seamless transition from a separate node to a new node. Now this indicators that were created, you can do one of two things with. You can right-click on each of them and go to Advanced to hide the indicator, or an easier way to do this is to find the sensors tab that I have here. Simply right-click on this and show it. As you notice, this is where most of them have been saved. Now these are necessary because they are variables that are used, but we can simply put them here and hide this control. and it makes it a lot simpler to hide all the variables. And after this, you simply just do a really quick check to make sure that no new indicators have been made that you didn't want. And you now have a new node that you can add to, and simply add it to the system as a whole.